My mother worked harder than Bill Gates, but Bill Gates is a billionaire. My mom is not. Facts. Why is that?
Yeah, I go by the name MrCV, and obviously, one of the things I do is obviously I try my best to make people think and think about things in different ways. And obviously, when I saw your video on TikTok, I was like, wow, because those are the kind of things that I'm also passionate about. And it was amazing hearing you talking about it. And I thought, you know what, definitely something that obviously, as I don't want to just say black people, but as people in general, we want to be getting people to be thinking differently, to be able to share their ideas, you know what I mean? Instead of, like you said, talking about just entertainers. And funny part is this is when you actually mention that entertainers, whenever I tell people about my YouTube channel and I tell them, oh, I do YouTube, the first question they always ask me is, am I a rapper? So, and that's the first question they always ask me. And it's funny, when you said about entertainers, I was thinking, yeah. But then when I told them, oh, this is what I do, they're like amazed and they're like, oh, wow. Because obviously, like you said, most people are used to black people being rappers, being footballers, being whatever, athletes, basically. So definitely, let me hear you say your part. What inspired you to make that video?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time to send me an email and to ask me to come into your platform. I take this opportunity because you could have asked anybody else. You could have been doing something else right now with your time, but you are choosing to do this. So thank you so much. My name is Ada. That's my name. And what inspired me to do the video is just my personal desire to express my thought and to express what I think, in my opinion, can make the world go in a better state, in my opinion at least. In the same way I express my thought, I express my belief, I allow other people to express them thoughts, express them belief. I have no intention to force nobody. Oh, because Christina say it, let me say it's okay. No. And even in all my videos, I always say, do not listen to me. Go do your research. If I say something and you disagree with it, perfectly fine. But at least go do your research. That way you can educate yourself and not me. Because my goal is not to control nobody or to manipulate nobody towards my belief. My goal is to free people, free mentally, so they can think for themselves without me or without nobody else.
Difficult to think. That's why everybody just follow. And it's true, because if you think about it, to actually physically sit down.
I think it's difficult. I think because we when we were born, we didn't, in this world nobody is praised in thinking. That's why people say it's difficult. Oh, it's hard. Oh my God, it's hard to think. It's hard to reach your goals. Yes, it's hard because a lot of people, the majority of people don't do those stuff. The thing that everybody does, the majority does, they think, oh, they say it's easy. It's easy to talk negativity. It's easy to go around showing half of your body because that's what the majority of people are doing. So what the majority is doing is also be considered easy. But what the minority is doing, they're going to say it's hard. It's not hard.
To be honest with you, the reason why that is there is because, like you said, it isn't difficult to think, but obviously it takes more, how should I say, more courage for people to actually think.
Personal, individual courage.
You know what I mean? So it takes more courage for people to think. And, you know, and obviously, when everybody's doing certain things in a certain way, it's easier to just copy what everybody's doing rather than say, it's easier to.
So let me go do what they're doing.
Exactly. Rather than say, you know what, this is what I want to do. Because the reason why I said no, I have to be on my channel. There are a couple of reasons, which already I said at the start. But also the reason is because, for me, my channel is based on, like I said, trying to make people think, but also seeing things differently. You understand? Because when I started as well on this YouTube, a lot of people were telling me, oh, bring women to come and shake their bum, come and do. And I was just like, this is not what my channel is about. You understand? And it really, when I started doing the YouTube, it actually made me to think, you know what is my channel about? What does it want to do? Because a lot of people, because of the views that people want to get, because of, oh, people want people to watch their videos, they start doing certain things that are not, I don't want to say they're not right, but they're not things that you would want to do. You understand? But they just think
They are
that
not meaningful.
you could put it like
Anybody can come here and shove the bomb and whatever, but if anybody can do it, I don't think it's no benefit to society. Think about it.
so that's
If
it.
anybody can do it, I can replace you then.
Obviously, you mentioned a lot of things in that video, but how do we start to get our people? When I say our people, for
Our people?
yes. How do
Okay.
we start to get our people? Because it's. I remember one of the videos I did was about this woman, because I worked in a school, so this woman, she wrote a book with just black characters, and for me, I found that very powerful, because obviously, how many books do you read with a lot of black characters, isn't it? Not a lot of books. So when she did
But
that,
there is book a lot about it, but
so
continue.
when she did that video, I said, no, I had to bring out my channel and say, you know what? We need to showcase this. We need to put that. So how do we start getting our people to be able to be free thinkers like ourselves, to be able to think differently?
In my opinion, what works for me, the most efficient way to start is by us individually starting, which means if I want my people to be positive, I have to start being positive. Because if I cannot do the work on myself, I cannot show you, I cannot tell you, I cannot teach you how you can do the work. Because I can be like, okay, no, Africans should do this. They should do this. Black people should do this. Okay, but me, Ada, do I do those things? That's the question. And also, people, when people start seeing you that you are not into all of that you are different, they're gonna question, hold on, why does this girl think different? She has my skin color, but however, she's not one of a kind. Why? Because I already did the work on myself. After I do the work on myself, I can do the work on somebody else. Because if I'm lacking something, how can I give it to you? There is no way. So if we go moving forward, I will question that. At least that worked for me. I started questioning things. I started asking myself, why is it that there is not a lot of black people being represented positively, in a powerful, in a meaningful, in a good way on TV? Why is that? In the book of history books in the school, why do I always read about what the white people did, the amazing to white people, but I don't learn about what the black people did? That's not curious. So you're telling me that my ancestors didn't do nothing for the world? That this world was only built out of people that don't have my skin color? I was like, no, this doesn't seem right with me. So I started doing my own research. I started questioning. Okay, history, let me go. And also because the school system, for example, in Africa, the school system, the books that we get are not even books that we Africans wrote. Those are books that somebody else wrote, another curriculum, and they give it to us. And if you are reliant on what somebody else is giving you, if that person doesn't want you to excel and improve, that person will give you information that benefits the person, not that benefits you. So I started reading books. I started questioning things. I started asking myself, okay, why this, why that? Okay, what if I try this? Well, I have been behaving this way, but it doesn't work. I have been having those behaviors that from where I was raised in Africa. But those behaviors don't serve me. Those beliefs don't serve me. And I was like, okay, if something doesn't serve me, why will you keep doing something that decreases your worth as a person? Why will you do that? So by me questioning things, and not only questioning, I question and I find a way to find an answer that at least resonate with me. Because you can read thousands of books. Not all the books are going to resonate with you. That's where critical thinking comes into play. Develop critical thinking. And if I tell you, hey, your business is useless, before believing me, oh my God, oh Christina, oh my, analyze, is my business really useless? You see, critical thinking. Not everything, not okay, this is the food that you have to eat it. At least pause, ask yourself questions, and have critical thinking. Because if you don't even think for yourself, then somebody else is thinking for you.
Wow. You know what? There was something that you mentioned, obviously, critical thinking, because obviously, also, I've challenged a lot of people, a lot of my friends as well, and a lot of the time they keep saying that we lack a lot of curiosity, and
True.
we lack
True.
we lack curiosity. A lot of
Yeah, we wanted to know, to explore.
yeah, a lot
Like we just get comfortable by what. Oh, my friend told me this. My mom told me this. My dad told me this. The school told me this. The religion told me this. The TV told me this. And you stick with what other people have told you. And so you think the world is that tiny? How many cultures? How many ways of thinking? How many ways of living? How many ways of dressing? How many? Even the rainbow is not. Even the color. There is not only one color in the rainbow. There is black, white, purple, green, gray. The same applies with life. If you stay in a box, just from the belief that your friends or your environment or your family have teach you, you're gonna remain in that box. And I wouldn't advise nobody to put themselves in a box. You're gonna go in a box when you're gonna die, or they're gonna put you in a grave. But while you're still alive, remove yourself from a box. You are a whole universe. You can explore, you can expand, you can become, you can create, you can build. But if you remain in your box, that no, this is what my family said, this is what religion says, this is what my dad said, you're going to remain right there by yourself in that box.
So that people don't remain in the box. How do we, or how do people develop critical thinking, and also the curiosity? How do people develop that? Because obviously someone like you, like myself, we've been able to develop our but to be fair as well, with curiosity, something that obviously sometimes, like for me, I like to ask a lot of questions about certain things. I like to see certain things.
Yeah.
But other people might not have that skill. So how can they start to develop that skill? Because that skill is actually
you said something. They might not have the skill, but everybody knows skills are learnable, which means they can learn it, right? Okay. And especially curiosity, I don't think it's something that you can teach somebody. I think it has to grow from something within you. It's either you are unhappy with how your life is. It's either something is not on your life. It's either you want something else for your life. You want to, because if it doesn't come from within you, you're gonna be like, oh, then why should I be curious? I'm good the way I am. I don't need to know more. I don't need to do more. I know everything. I'm perfect. If it doesn't come from within you, that hey, hold on, let me figure it out. And as you mentioned, ask questions. There's something in class when I used to, in my high school, I used to get a lot in trouble because I would ask a lot of questions. People will laugh at me. They'll be like, oh my God, you're always asking questions. Oh my God, the question is stupid. But from me asking those questions, at least I was able to go home without any doubt, do my assignment and pass my test. If you have a question, ask. Because if you don't ask, you will not receive the answer. Even if you ask somebody that doesn't know, that person might tell you something. But then in the future or later on, that thing might make sense. And if you think you know everything about life, okay, then why do you wake up every day and you're trying to go to work? Why do you want to do more? Why do you want to have more cars, more money? Why do you want to eat? Why? You know everything, right? So you should just be with what you know. It needs to go back to the thing that we mentioned earlier, the box. Putting yourself in a box. The curiosity has to come from within you, that you understand that you are a single being, and that you being one, you are a one whole, which means there is so much that you don't know. I think that's something that helped me too, accepting my ignorance first. Because if I think I know everything, well, I'm setting myself up for you. Be like, if you are uncomfortable, okay, they tell me this, but if, for example, a quick example, your dad, let's say, for example, your dad hasn't made 1 billion in his whole life, but you want to make 1 billion. Will you go and ask your dad for how to make 1 billion? Will you? I don't think you will. Since you cannot ask him, the curiosity can come from them that, okay, I couldn't find the answer on my dad, but I want to make 1 billion. So with my curiosity, I had to go out and figure out the answer. because the information is everywhere. Knowledge is everywhere. It's just the inability of certain people to assume that, hey, I don't know, please teach me.
Especially on the parents' part, because obviously a lot of our parents, they want to advise us, do this, do
I
this.
mean, we love them, but we have to be realistic, right?
Yeah, that's it. No, it's true. It's true. A lot of our parents, and obviously nobody should not. I wouldn't say don't take advice from your parents. Definitely do. But like someone said to me, is like, how can your parents advise you on certain things they haven't even done themselves? And that's what
they might tell you, and they're going to tell you 1 billion. You can make that money, son. Forget about it. Go to school.
That's See? You said already, because it sounds like a lot of our people don't have the drive to do better. It's like everybody wants to do better.
They don't.
Everybody wants to do better, but obviously they want it.
Okay, let me start right there. They want to do better, right? They want to, but do they do something to do better, to be better? They don't. Oh, I want to make 1 million. Every day I go complain, make excuses, sleep, have bad habits. How will I make the 1 million? Because it's easy to say. Anybody can say, hey, MrCV, I love your channel. But how many people will share your link? How many will buy your merch? How many will come to your conferences? How many will talk to your program about other people? Why? Because it's easy to talk. Talking is cheap. Doing is expensive.
Talking is cheap. Doing is no. It's true. It's true, because even obviously going back to my channel, obviously when I had this one of my friends that saying blah blah, someone is creating a video, he's going up and down, he's getting 10,000 views. My video is still small. My channel is tiny. Everybody's channel, my channel is tiny, but obviously over time, as long as you keep going, I believe in my channel for sure. And regardless of whether it gets big or not, it doesn't bother myself, because I'm able to get people like yourself that are able to share knowledge, that are able to see things differently. And that's even more important to me.
You see, we like that too. You are secure. You know what you want for your channel. You know what you want, and you are sticking with it. That's the truth. I think that our brothers or sisters struggle with. We don't know what we want, so we're gonna go around trying everything, being with everyone, doing everything. The moment you lack self-awareness, knowing what you want for your life, not what your parents, or society, or people, or your church, or religion, or politicians want for you. The moment you lack to know what you want for your own life, anybody can come and break and destroy your life, because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. So, oh, you want this? Yes. Oh, do this? Yes. Be this? Yes. You have to learn to say no. If you don't say no, you will gonna get yourself involved in things that are gonna drain you, destroy you, control you, and manipulate you. Get to know who you are. And you, for example, you are here. You know what you want for your channel, and you're sticking with it. Oh, good girls, you don't want to do that, because you know that's not what you want for yourself. And that's enough reason to keep going. It's enough. Because you know what you want for you and your channel. And nobody knows exactly. Nobody feels what you feel for your channel. Nobody knows how big your vision is. So you understood that that's your responsibility, and you have taken that responsibility. Okay, it's on me to make my channel big. Nobody else. And you are doing it. You are the example. You are doing it. You are not here waiting. Oh no, I don't have billion followers. I'm not going to make videos. What is YouTube? No. Even if you have 900 followers, even if you have 200 followers, you're still making videos. You're still doing interviews. Why? Because you know what you want, and you are sticking with it.
On TikTok, I have a thing every Saturday, 9 p.m. We do something where we talk, and we have like a talk show on there actually. And every week we're on there. And we discussed one video last week about, would you allow your partner to go on OnlyFans? And it was a mad video.
How was it?
It was crazy.
People react.
It was crazy. It was crazy. But you know what? For me, obviously, I have different views on certain things, and I have my morals. But I was quite intrigued by people's answer. People actually said, yeah, they will allow their partner. And for me,
as we said at the beginning, right? We allow people to think different than us.
Of course, it's no problem. See? It's no problem. And it wasn't. For me, it was even interesting to hear their different perspective, because some of them actually saw it as like, oh, it's just a job. But for me, obviously, I see it completely different, because I believe there's so many jobs that you could do that you don't have to just, but my point I'm trying to make is how do we obviously not stop people, because you can't stop people, but how do we try to make people say, you know what, don't just go for where you get paid the most money, where you can make the easiest money, but actually, obviously I was watching one of the videos where he said about hard work, because I'm a person, I believe in hard work, but whilst you work hard, there needs to be a sense of, you need to be curious, because I did a video with a friend of mine. I said, look, yes, you can work hard, but when you're curious, you start to find easier way of doing things. You understand? And that's what it is with a lot of our people. Our people, like you said, they just work hard. There are people that work harder than me, but they might not be able
to make money than me. You make more money than them, right? Example, say it. Don't be afraid.
No, 100%. But the reason is because I'm curious about how can I.
You have a plan, right? You have a strategy.
Okay, I could
analyze.
Yeah, I analyze. Yes, 100%. I analyze. As soon as I go into a place, after like a couple days, I analyze that. Okay, cool. How can I? But other people might not have the analysis. So, for me, how do we still encourage a bit of, obviously, because for me, you need hard work first, then you can become curious. Because when you've worked hard, then you can start to think, okay, you know what? Now that I'm working hard, how can I do this better, but in a different way and in a more efficient way? So how do we encourage people that don't just go for where you get the most money, just because people are ready to do anything these days now. I know people that are ready to do anything, just whatever makes them as much money, just fly, they're just there. Mm-hmm. So how do we get people to have that more compass, or more, like, you know what I mean? Like, and for me, anyone that goes for money first, that goes for the most money, like I know a guy that he does that. He just, whatever makes the most money. But I tell him, I say, look, that's you. That's what you are for. I'm not in for that. But as long as you're cool with that, you're happy with it, that's absolutely fine. But for me, that's not just the way I see things. So how do we get people to have that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you get the question I'm trying to ask.
I do. And while you were talking, giving examples, I was going to think about the answer, because I don't talk without thinking. That's me. So it's a good question, and that is something I have learned the hard way. And I think in that position, there is certain things that we as humans cannot teach other humans, but pain can. Let the pain teach them, not you. Do you know why I'm saying it? I'm going to explain myself. I'm saying it because if I come here and tell you, okay, don't just go for the money, because you can be miserable. You can go there. It might be dangerous. You might lose your dignity. But you are here. No, Christina. Oh, shut up. I want the money. You know what? I'm going to make $1 million per night. Woo! But I'm here trying to show you the negative consequences of you looking for the shiny object. But since you are so focused on that, you will not listen to me. So what I will do, I will shut up and let you go. Once you go and you are miserable and you start failing and you are in pain, you will learn. But you will learn based on your own pain, not me. And also something like even if we wish, we can, as you said too, we cannot stop people from doing what they want to do.
100%.
They think, no, we follow for the shiny object, but they forgot that not everything that shines is gold. Matter of fact, not everything that shines is pure gold. And they know those things. But guess what? Being patient is hard. Waiting years, from months to build something is hard. Everybody wants $1 million now, the boyfriend now, the house now, the 10,000 followers now, the car now, the money now. They want everything now in their present. What if you just sit and you're like, okay, I'm going to start failing. I'm going to suck at this, but give me 5 years. Give me 10 years. Look how great you can become by focusing on one specific skill, one specific business for 5 years straight, non-stop. More than focusing on 100 business, 100 things in 5 years. Who's gonna advance? This person. Because we two human beings, we have attained a focus deficit, most of us. Which means if you split your focus on different things, you will not accomplish more. But if you just shut down all the things and you focus on one single product, one single skill, one single channel, you will make incredible numbers. But people lack patience. People lack long-term vision. They want to have money because for them, the more money they have, the more they want to feel better about themselves. It's like people, I think that goes with people who attach their identity with money. If I don't have money, I'm not good enough. If I don't have money, what I'm dressing is ugly. If I don't have money, I cannot go out. If I don't have money, I cannot have a boyfriend or girlfriend. If I don't have money, I can't start a business. If I don't have money, I'm nobody. So they make their whole existence, their whole identity around money, a piece of paper. But it's good that people want to pursue money, but if people can understand that each human being is a money machine, because money is energy. You don't have to even, that's why I say that hard work doesn't work. When I say that hard work will not make you rich, oh my God, Christina, are you okay? But you work hard, work hard a lot. You work hard a lot. Me, I don't work hard, as they say. What I do, I put volume. I have a routine. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning to work out. I have been doing it for 5 years now, every morning. Oh my God, Christina, how do you do that? That's hard work. How can you wake up every morning and go work? For them, it's hard work, but for me, it's volume. Because first of all, I enjoy working out. Second of all, working out brings me benefits mentally and physically. So I'm not working out. I'm just putting volume so I can get better when I can get my results. How many people do you know, for example, you sit out here, that work more hard than Kylie Jenner? But she's a billionaire and you ain't. How many people you know that have been spending decades? My mother worked harder than Bill Gates. But Bill Gates is a billionaire, my mom is not. Facts. Why is that? Because whatever Bill Gates is doing has a lot of attention and a lot of demand. The space Bill Gates in has a lot of demand. Everybody in the school is going to use Microsoft. So everybody going to give Bill Gates money. You can work hard for the longest. You can kill yourself working hard. But if you are working hard without a purpose, without a plan, without strategy, you ain't going nowhere. What is the point of you working hard if nobody knows about your business? Your product sucks. Nobody knows you. You have no customers. Nobody's going to buy from you. People think I'm saying this because it's bad. You know I'm not lying. You know it. I know people who work their hardest, but they are living paycheck to paycheck. People who don't just make a video one day, boom, 6 figures. Damn. So am I dumb? No, you are not dumb. You are simply putting your attention, your energy in things that don't have high demand or high reward. If you can learn high demand skills, you're going to have money every single day. And you don't have to work hard because, well, I have to feel. I know how to edit videos. I don't have to be under the sun. Oh my God, let me just... No, hard work doesn't work. It doesn't. But analyzing the market, asking yourself, how can I make my product better? Which type of problems can I solve? How can I reduce the pain in people? Which type of, what is the issue? How can I be the solution? There is the need. How can I fill up the need? If money is your goal, you're going to make a lot of money by asking yourself those questions more than spending thousands of hours saying that you work hard. If you work hard in something that nobody's going to pay you for, why are you working hard for?
Let's go back to saying that as like a Black community also. What more can we do? Obviously, what can we do to be obviously to get our representation out there, to make sure that we're also out there, you know what I mean? And so that we don't just have our people are just entertainers, athletes only. We also have people. Well, like we are starting to have people in other places, but what more can we do to be able to make sure that we are presented at all levels?
In my opinion, I think one of the things that can help us is unlearn what the certain things we've been brainwashed to believe, and as of we have to, in our community, in my opinion, we have to unlearn the fact that praising celebrities, praising famous people is gonna make you life any better. We have to unlearn that. And we have to start learning that, hey, if somebody educate me, I'm gonna be empowered. I'm gonna love myself even more. I'm gonna fulfill my goals. I'm gonna want to build something. I want to take care of my community. Because the reason us educators, us thinkers, well, I consider myself a thinker, educator, we are not being praised as the celebrities or famous people in our community is because we have, from years and years and years, we have always been trained to be entertained. Everybody wants to be entertained, but not everybody wants to be educated. I'm going to say it again. Everybody wants to be entertained, but not everybody wants to be educated. So if we can unlearn and relearn that it is great, it's excellent to tell the kids, but for the kids to learn, we have to show it because the kids learn from seeing. If for example, if you are a parent, you want to teach your kids something, no matter how much time you're going, okay, kid, learn this, kid, do this. But the moment you do it and he see you do it, he's gonna captivate it because that's how kids learn. So I think each one of us, the people who are not looking for knowledge, looking for wisdom, looking for ways for them themselves live their own life or better their own life, I think they should think about it. Wow, if I spend my whole life entertaining, then there is some part of my life I'm not taking care of. Because you entertain yourself, but what about your mental health? Who's taking care of that? You entertain yourself, but who's pursuing your goals? Who's pursuing your dreams? You entertain yourself, but who's putting food on your table? You entertain yourself, but who's taking care of you, of your house, or your family? Those questions, right? As I told you at the beginning, have to have curiosity and ask yourself things. But I think the best way is to unlearn certain behaviors, certain beliefs that destroy the black child. Specifically, you want to have a belief that destroy you, yourself, and your community, but you're going to still hold into that belief. We have to unlearn those behaviors, don't believe, and put them to the trash. And then learn behaviors and belief that empowered us and that make us love ourselves, our skin color, our body, our culture, our language. You have to learn those things and stick with them. And if you learn it, learn one, teach one. That way it can be spread and you just stay with the knowledge and you just stay with the information. Which is one of the things, whatever I learn, whatever I know, what I think is beneficial, I share it with everybody. If somebody told me the other day, I think I went on Zoom, I was doing a pre-conference where people were asking me questions, my followers, my amazing followers on TikTok. And then one person said that, Christina, wow, the information you are giving out, people are charging for those information. I was like, yeah, because I don't want to make money out of you. I want you to make money by yourself. So I should give it for free. What is the point of me having thousands of followers if they are miserable, unhealthy, negative, toxic? Why do I have them there? I prefer to have followers at least who love themselves, who can wake up every single day and do something for their own life without having to depend on me because I'm the one who has the plan. So I give it away for free. All the notes I have, the information is all for free. You want to have it? It's free. Take it. If you want to apply it, good. If you don't, good as well. I'm going to keep going because I already had a taste of what education, of what empowerment, of what knowing my roots does. So I'm like, well, let me help other black person have the taste of that. If they don't want to have it, I'm not going to force them. But at least I already did my part, which is to spread the energy I want to receive from the world. I cannot force nobody to think like me. But I can be me and do me. I can test myself. I can change my attitude. I can change my belief, but I cannot change nobody else. It's on them to change themselves, not on me.
Wow. Wow. I'm surprised you're not a motivational speaker. I'm surprised.
Maybe in the future, somebody might call me to speak.
People say
But I
I'm
hope, if they say they call me a talk from Africa, I want me to do, give a talk in African school, I will love. So you send me a collaboration, I don't say no. I'm open to
100%, man. That's what it is, to be fair. That's what. So, which part of Africa are you from?
Equatorial Guinea.
Oh, wow. That's
You?
Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria in the building.
That's it. Listen, man, it's been absolutely amazing, man. Like I said, I was really inspired by the video you did. And I created this channel. Obviously, this channel was about, like you said, I'm a person that I can
name the one MrCV.
People always ask me that name, and
I care to know.
Yeah. Every time someone asks me, I always tell them, watch my introduction video. But as I'm here, I'm gonna explain it to you, because everybody is always like, oh, why MrCV? Why MrCV? So I created
CV like curriculum.
So I will get to there. So I created a
kind of smart.
Yeah. So I created a concept. Which is based on CV. And normally the first question I ask people is, I say to them, what do you think of CV? And what do you think of CV? When someone mentions CV to you, what do you think? What comes to your mind?
Put information to get a job.
And so most people say job. And the reason is because where we come from, or as humans, as society, the first thing we're always thinking about, job. But for me, CV is not a job. CV is you. You are a CV. And you need to make the best you can. And in order to do that, you need to work on your mental skills, your social skills, your physical skills. These things makes you, which is
support this idea.
Exactly. So these things makes
you. This is very original, brother.
Hey,
great job.
So that's what. So these things makes you, which is the reason why you are a CV. So what you do every day, you wake up, because if you look at it, if you work on yourself as a whole, you gain more money. The reason is because in order to make more money,
they not tell you, brother. Every human being is a money machine. In order to
make more money, if you work on your physical aspect, you're able to last longer in a job, which means you get more money. And also, if you get more higher position, it's based on your mentality. So if you can handle mental pressure, you also gain more money. So these skills are things that people don't work on, because people focus all the time on money, job. But if you actually work on these things, which I said that you are a CV. That's why I said MrCV. Everybody's a CV. So right now, I'm working on my YouTube CV, which I'm telling you, I'm doing this. So everything you work on is your CV. But automatically, CV is you. You are a CV, and you need to make your CV the best you can, which is yourself. And that's what MrCV is for.
Brilliant.
So that's what it is. So everybody's always saying, well, MrCV. So I always tell them, before you watch my video, always watch my introduction video first, because it tells you what I do. But when I'm with people, I can explain it to them. But like I said, any person can take the name CV, but what it represents, nobody can explain it the way I can explain it, because it's my idea. And is
another thing, brother. Nobody can compete with authenticity. Nobody can compete without being authentic. How can I compete with being you? You can compete with that. Nobody can compete with that, brother. Keep it up.
But definitely, man. Like I said, like for me, like I said, obviously my channel is still growing. It's only been about a year and a half or so. But for me,
you got time, brother.
Yeah. No. Me, when I start something, I don't just start it for today. And no. I see as we go as far as we can. And like I said already,
you have how many followers now? 900.
Yeah, 900 or so. But it's still.
When do you start your channel? When do you start your channel? When do you start it?
I started like about over 1.5 years ago, so it's okay.
Okay, let me give you a quick back. I started my channel, I think, 6 years ago.
Okay.
I don't have the amount of followers you have. You see, brother?
100%. No, but the reason why I like things like this is because for me, I believe I'm an asset, and for me, I can push myself as far as I can. The way I've seen myself, I've been fortunate at 28 to achieve so many things. past my age, but I've achieved all my goals. I've achieved all my goals. I can tell you that for sure. But what it is now is about
Congratulations,
how
brother.
far can I challenge myself. So things like the YouTube, I can challenge myself. I can push myself. How far can I go? I'm not just looking to get like 200. No, I'm looking. Even if I can push 100,000, 200.
You are your CV, as you said.
That's
Your
it.
CV
That's
is
it.
very expensive.
That's it. So, but listen, thank you so much for taking your time for taking your time to do the video. And listen, like I said, my channel is not the biggest, but it doesn't matter. It's about putting minds out there, similar mindset.
It's not the biggest, but you are the biggest.
so yeah, it's about putting our and sharing it as well. I think obviously my followers are tired of hearing my voice, so obviously they need something new. So definitely, and your new voice.
They're gonna cancel me. Cancel me.
Not for sure. But like I said, man, listen, I'm about positivity, man. Keep spreading the message, man. Keep pushing it there. Listen, everybody's big on their own level. You're bigger than me on TikTok, that's for sure. I might be bigger than you on YouTube, but very soon, with the way you're going,
it's fact. You are bigger than me on YouTube, brother.
Yeah, with the way you're going, you're gonna probably overtake me very soon because of.
Or maybe you might. We don't compete, brother. We collaborate.
We're here to exactly. That's it. So listen, it's been absolutely amazing, man, and really appreciate taking your time. It's evening right here. It's afternoon over there. But listen, we've made it work. We made it happen. And listen, man, I'll definitely share it on YouTube. And
brother, for you taking the time. Send me the email, comment on my videos, stop the Zoom meeting. You did all of that. Thank you, brother.
Man, thank you for obviously sharing that message, because like I said, if you didn't share the message, I probably wouldn't be able to speak to you today. So, and for anyone out there doing YouTube, doing whatever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. It takes persistence to break resistance. So keep doing what you're doing, man. And doesn't matter how many followers you have, trust me, people are watching. And that's why I always keep in the back of my mind. People are watching. The person that doesn't want you to succeed is watching. The person that wants you to succeed, they're watching. The person that is waiting for you to fail, or they're not sure whether you're gonna succeed, they're watching. So all you have to do, keep going, man. That's it. And listen, thank you so much. Thank you once again, and I'll leave you to it. It's your boy, MrCV. Keep watching the videos and obviously support.
Guys, subscribe to the channel. Yes. MrCV, subscribe, share, comment,
and subscribe.
Don't click the ring. I'll be sharing amazing video.
I'll be sharing Christina's YouTube as well, so people check out YouTube, check out TikTok as well. Listen, she's doing amazing, and let's all support each other and make sure together we're gonna get to the top. That's for sure. And when we get there, we're gonna make sure we take everyone along, every single person.
Yep.
So thank you so much, and I'm gonna leave you to it. I appreciate it.
Stay blessed. Bye. Thank you.